Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 76 of Legacy Gaming with Atari Man 71. Yes, I'm back to the old games. Before I begin, I'd like to remind everyone to play the games you have. It's great to grow your collection, but remember to play the games you actually have. I'm doing these streams and recordings because I have this extensive collection and I really haven't touched it in almost 15 years. Try not to collect these games like they're trading cards. I did that for a little bit. They were made to be played, so I think you should. I think it's also good for the games. I'm playing mine and I'm having a great time. So I just wanted to add that if you enjoy retro gaming or legacy gaming, as I'm calling these games, and videos like this, please like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. I'm very active on all three platforms under the name Atari Man 71. On this episode, I'm going to be playing one game which was published by CBS Electronics. This is a bit of a makeup stream because I bought this game after I streamed my CBS Electronics games. The title of the game is Solar Fox. And so we'll get right into it. So I will show you right here. This is my Solar Fox cartridge, recently purchased. I will put it in my Atari. I will turn on my capture card, and I will turn on the Atari. And there you go. CBS presents Solar Fox, Valley Midway. So I'll call up my information. So Solar Fox is cartridge 4L-2847. It was released in 1983 and uses a joystick controller. And as usual, I have my Wickel Command controller, which is wires are kind of stuck here. Sorry about that. So if you follow me on Twitter, you know that this is a recent addition to my collection. I already played my CBS Electronics games like I mentioned, but I wanted to add this video just to document my collection and this gameplay. This is an interesting game. You fly a spaceship through a series of solar cell formations. Each formation is called a rack, and to collect the cells, you basically need to fly over them. Some of them you need to fly over once, and other ones, and I've not gotten to these, you fly over them twice. You need to dodge fireballs that are thrown at you by the sentinels at the top and the bottom of the screen. When all the solar squares are collected, the game advances to the next rack. If you clear a rack before the skip a rack text disappears, and that's in the upper right corner, you will skip the next rack and be awarded the full points for that rack. So there are 26 solar cell formations. Every fifth formation is what they call a challenge rack. During the challenge racks, there are no fireballs. The goal is to clear the entire field before the time runs out. Completing the challenge round awards a letter, and that letter forms the word, a mystery word for the game. It's talked about in the instructions. The mystery word is Helios, Helios, and it was supposed to be a clue to an upcoming CBS Electronics video game. So there are 4 versions to this game. They include the regular 1 and 2 player games, that's 2 of the versions, and the easy 1 and 2 player games. And the easy games run a little slower, and the sentinels don't shoot as much, and they only show racks 1 through 5. There's no challenge rack, and you cannot skip a rack in those as well. So I haven't had a lot of time to practice this game, unfortunately, since I just recently received it. So I'll do my best to represent the gameplay here. VGR ratings for this game. The graphics are 3 for decent, and the playability is 5 for irresistible. So I'm going to start out just showing game 1, which is a 1-player regular game, and then we'll go to game 3, which is the easy game. So at least I can show you the first 5 racks. I don't think I've gotten through 3 racks in the regular game. So I'm going to do a little pop out here so it's a little larger because this game is somewhat dim for me. So give me a second here to set this up. I apologize. I should have had this done ahead of time. Okay. So I'm just going to hit reset. And we're going to play the game. Oh, and if you push the button, I didn't mention this. If you push the button... Ooh, that was close. If you push the button, you speed up. So I can get through the first rack pretty good. Had a lot of practice on it. Oh, I didn't mean to go up there. I meant to go up on the next one. The controls on this, so I'll show you slow. So going slow, I already missed the skipper rack, so... Ugh. And the game suggests that's it. 3 lives, you're done. So like I said, I have trouble. Clearing all these racks. So we'll play this quite a few times, actually. It's a little addictive. Flew around that one 20 times. Circling the drain. Oh, skipper rack is in the bottom corner. I said top right is bottom right. Ugh, I'm never able to do it, so... I guess if you die, you lose that option, because I still had space in there. Let's see if we can get to rack 3 this time. Ah, come on! That's it. It teases you. It seems like you got another life, and... First rack, like I said, I really... come on. Perimeter. Okay, second rack cleared. See there, I use the speed to slow down a little bit. I saw those too late. I think that's it. Yeah. So we're gonna skip to game 3. I have to bump the cartridge. Sorry about that. So game 3 is easy 1-player. This does not feature the skipper rack, but you see they shoot a lot less frequently. It's a lot less stressful. Rack 1 done. I think the shots actually move slower as well. Rack 2 done. So I think, you know, good players, if I had been playing this for a month and just this game, because it's usually how it worked with Atari, you'd get a cartridge, and if you got one a month, you were lucky. Christmas time was always the bonanza because they would go on sale. Rack 3 done. E.T. kind of killed the Christmas time bonanza because kids were so upset and parents were upset that they spent $50 on a game for kids, and their kids didn't even like it. You know, everything was ET that year. You see, it's 1,000 times easier on this. I wish there was a intermediate, because easy is too easy. And regular is pretty tough, but you know, back in the day, that's what they had to have. You know, an easy version for the 10-year-olds and a regular version for the teenagers were the ones that would go to the arcade and spend all the money. And I don't know offhand if this was an arcade game. I'm guessing it was. Yeah, it should have been, because Bally's made it, and Bally's didn't do home console stuff. They did arcade. Yeah, I think their shots move slower too, even if they were as frequent, but just slower shots. Because, I mean, this is almost too easy, right? Like, I'm clearing them, and it's, like I said, it's only the first 5 racks, so you don't see all the double colored solar panels. We'll try again after I practice this for a minute. After I lose all 3 lives here. I don't remember if there's a free life in this game. Ooh, that was close. I almost died. So this is a pattern we've obviously seen before. So this pattern obviously is meant to fly over it quickly and, you know, just go in multiple circles. So here we are back on rack 1. I think this level is just to teach you how to do racks 1 through 5, so you can get, because I think rack 6 is where the double pass solar panels happen. Yeah, in all honesty, I need to focus on clearing the racks more than getting to the solar panels. You know, just steering the ship and getting through everything. That was a little better. And maybe it was frustrating because they didn't want to make an easy level in what was supposed to be a harder part of the game. And I am not a good gamer by any means, so you can see this is just way too easy. Way too easy. I mean, this is, you know, I've not played this game before. I mean, I practiced it a little, but I mean, I don't have a history with this game, and for me to score this many points. Hey, woo, I score a bunch of points. But you see, the problem is they only shoot one shot at a time. The other one, they were shooting bam, 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 you know? And I think the thing about it is that well, it's teaching you how to control your ship. You know, rookies shouldn't be able to score 100,000 points on your game. And it's obvious. I think I could go for a very long time here. And despite this being too easy, it's still somewhat fun. It's a little repetitive just because there's only 5 screens here. So we didn't get a free life at 100,000, so I do not think we're going to get a free life. And maybe this version of it does not feature free lives. Alright. So, after rack 6 here, we're going to go back to game 1. Because this is just the lack of action here is boring. So 122,000, you know, it just would continue. So I'm going to go back to game 1. I'm going to reset it. I pushed up. See, I mean, this is complete night and day to the last game. It's like you get to that outside edge. That's it. 1,300 points. Alright, that's ridiculous. I'm pushing the button. I'm pushing the button and it's not. We'll go to the base. Ooh, that's not working now either. Is my joystick not plugged in fully? Okay, I'm gonna switch a couple things up here. I might need to get a different joystick before my next stream. In my childhood, there were a lot of game resets like that out of frustration. That's frustrating. Come on! It's past me. Sprite collisions. I mean, this has a lot of the elements of an addictive game. It's frustrating from the standpoint that it's not a done deal. I cut back. And, you know, the controls aren't perfect, so you get frustrated with the controls. I didn't even see that. I didn't even hear it. I more hear when they're shooting. I'm trying to hear when they shoot, and then I look if I don't see it from the top guy. And when you're on the edge like that, there's nothing you can do. It just kills you. That's the way to do that rack. I skipped a rack, so that's the first time I've skipped a rack. Woo! Rack 3 done. I saw it and I bumped into it anyway. Hey, I'm doing better. That practice paid off a little bit, I guess. I didn't realize I had switched sideways. I was not even looking, I was just pulling the controls. Oh, wow. I think I got a free life there. But I screwed up because that's it. Yeah. Try again. Ugh, I didn't mean to do that. Now I'm focused on trying to do the skipper rack. Oh, come on, he just shot there. It's addictive. Oh, I was so there. I was skipping the rack. I had it and I didn't pay attention. Oh, come on. This game is addictive. Like I said, I didn't mean to do that. It's got the elements of an addictive game. The controls are a little frustrating. They're not perfect. And you want to go as fast as possible. Alright, that's a reset. No. Woo! Skip the rack. Ah, come on. Man, they are ruthless. The number of shots they were throwing out there, that was crazy. They do not want me to finish. Rack 3 done. Is that it? I think that's it. Yeah. The thing is, this is like Pac-Man. You don't need to hold the joystick to go those directions, and if you do, it kind of works against you because you're more likely to jiggle just a little bit because that was not the one I wanted to go up. Yeah, fly all around it. Skip a rack was not in play, so. Ah, I think that's it. Yeah. One more try here. Clean rack 1. Not perfect, but clean. Clean rack 2. Not perfect, but clean. Ah, oh, come on. I'm pushing the button in, and the button kicks in once I flip. I don't know. I think this controller's going. I had it wrapped up for a long time. It's seeking its vengeance on me. Is that it? That's it. So like I said, you know, you can score a ton of points on the easy level. You know, you can score over 100,000. The harder levels are definitely harder, and they're actually pretty fun. And, you know, this might be a game I revisit someday. I may try to play it and get to a point where I can get to those next level and then just do a short little, you know, 5-minute stream showing the second level panels just so you can see them. Apologize that I don't have it here, but, you know, limited time and limited abilities, obviously. It leads to gameplay that maybe isn't just perfect. So I'm going to call that an episode for today. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I know I'm not the best gamer out there, but I'm trying to bring you some information and some gameplay from my extensive collection. I'd like to remind everyone that even though we may be through the worst part of the pandemic, I want you to be healthy and stay safe. I think it's still a good idea to wash your hands and social distance. I appreciate you taking the time to watch me play these games. I stream on Twitch Friday, Saturday, and Sunday under the name AtariMan71. To find the exact schedule, please visit Twitch. That basically is where I try to keep it up to date. The videos from those streams will then be released on YouTube Monday through Friday of the following week. Maybe this week I'm going to do 6, so it might include Saturday. And so, I'll be streaming Atari again on Friday of this week. with probably 6 to 7 new games. Thanks again, and have a great day.